Hello, and welcome to Shamrock Talk, the internet's number one mother-son Celtics podcast. I'm your host, Jake Olin, here once again with my mother, Karen Olin.
Hello, everyone.
On her birthday pod for mom.
Woo!
She is in Maine. We're on Zoom once again. It's been a while since we've done a Zoom pod. Used to be the status quo, but we've been in person more and more, so that's always good. But a happy birthday, the Celtics gave you a win. We're recording this the afternoon of Sunday, November 9th. Um,
Evening.
and I just watched Friday's game on recording, thinking I was watching tonight's game, like an idiot. Um, so I was
Started
very
similar.
confused when I was checking the box scores and it said they won because I was watching Friday's game. Um, so I did not watch tonight's game after I thought I watched tonight's game. I thought I was skipping Friday, watching tonight. Instead, I watched Friday, didn't watch tonight, but I watched the rest of the games, at least pieces. Celtics are 2-2 since our last pod, 5-6 overall, fourth in the Atlantic Division, 10th in the Eastern Conference, 19th in the NBA, and 1-1 in NBA Cup play. This kind of season it's going to be up and down, about 500, splitting games. So let's go through it. Let's start, beginning of the week. Celtics fall in a stunner to the Utah Jazz 105-103. Um, you were just talking about how you don't really remember anything from this game.
I don't think I remember anything like too outstanding.
Yeah,
Um, you know, I think we shot the three horribly. I
yes.
do 21%. I do remember that extremely
Hmm.
clearly. um, but all in all, a somewhat close game. I think we were ahead in the beginning, and then let that lead slip away. I mean, we only lost by 2 points. I think the sad part is that, it was completely winnable and we were ahead at some point. And,
Yes, and
it's a,
you know, I would say this was the first game I was really like, what's going on with Derek White?
agreed.
Because he just
Yep.
looked all out of sorts. This is a
Yeah.
game against, a bad that he should, really be kind of, um, you know, playing at his best. They don't have, super solid guards, and
Yeah.
you'd think this would just be a matchup he would be able to feast on. And he just continued to like just a rough start to the season for him. And this was, uh, just a kind of microcosm of that. And I thought, that really hurt us because he's supposed to be one of our top guys. I mean, it's really
Yeah.
him and JB or should be the top two kind of scorers on your team. And just, I'm a big plus minus guy. He is the one starter with a negative plus minus this game, -8. Everyone else in the positive. JB was a plus 21, Kate a plus 15. Um, a lot of minuses on the bench as well. Simon's minus 11, um, but Derek White won the only starter with a minus, and I just thought he really killed us. And the guy that you kind of expect to carry you down the stretch, he didn't come through, and that was um, part of what caused us to lose. And then on the other end, you have Keontae George, their guard. I think it's a second year guy,
It was
killing
excellent.
us. So it's not even like defensively he is locking down their top guy. I mean, just a rough game for him, and I thought rough game for everybody. I don't think, like we said, we should be beating the Jazz, even if it's, if we're going to be a playoff team, like, we said, if we're going to be anti-tanking, this is a team you have to beat. And they did not do that in, you
Yeah.
know, tough fashion.
Yeah. No, it wasn't an overly impressive game. And Keontae George just got everything he wanted up the middle. He really did. Um, you know, Especially early on, it just looked like he could do whatever he wanted. Um, I will say, Svi played pretty good defense. I do remember that. Um,
I know I didn't
just
realize he
because
was
he
on
used
their
to play.
team.
Yeah, yeah. No, I remember specifically thinking that was the one thing that he did because he did shoot 8 threes, and I think he's supposed to be one of their better 3-point shooters. And he didn't shoot the three well, but his defense was actually pretty good. Um, and he had 6 rebounds for them. So he was my little surprise for their team. Um, And I just noticed him because obviously he came from the Celtics, so I thought he did a good job for them defensively as well. Um, I just think they out hustled us. Um, you know, loose balls, whatever it was. Um, yeah, it was just it was a close game. I just think we do have more experienced, decent players. Um, those big three or four with decent talent, and unfortunately they couldn't finish the game. So that was disappointing. I agree. I think this was one of my first games. Rockets, I know we got blown out. They're very good. I think they're elite. This is not an elite team, and this was a disappointment for me. I agree. I definitely walked away really regretting putting Celtics number one in the
Yes.
East
Yeah,
at that
that's not
point.
going to happen,
I know it might
unfortunately, I
not be a
think.
reality anyway, but that really made me feel like, oh my God, we might not even make playoffs if we're playing this way. Maybe we will tank. That's what I said afterwards. Maybe we will tank. I don't know. But anyway, yes, this was not a shining night for us in any way. JB shot well. My one comment on this game, I remember he shot 28 shots, which for me, I know, he's similar to JT. Now he's going to be JB for us, and he's going to shoot a lot. I think that's too many. He
Yep.
had 2 rebounds the entire game, 37 minutes, right? 37 minutes, he had 2 rebounds. For me, that's too few. So, fewer shots, and I was thinking that afterwards. And his shooting percentage wasn't terrible, with the exception of three. He was 0 for 9 at three, which is horrendous, obviously.
Yeah.
But everybody was horrendous at
Yes,
three.
agreed.
But for me, 28 is too many. Just because it's, again, too easily read for the defense, which I'll get back to even this game. Eventually, if he's the only one and he's shooting and we rely on him too heavily, he's going to be easily shut down. He's not great at passing out of it. He's just not. He's simply not a good passer when he's double and triple teamed. So he's either got to get better at that and start dishing off, or so that was just one comment that I made. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Yep. Not much else for me in that game.
Wasn't it a great game?
Toughest loss of the season so far, for
Yeah.
sure, because you really expected to win that at home. But
Yes.
you make up for it with the next one. Celtics beat the Wizards 107-136. A game that started and you're like, oh no, like
Yeah.
this season
They're
could
really
get dark really quickly if
they're
this
really
doesn't.
tanking
Yes.
now.
But they turn it
Or maybe
around
the
and
Wizards
win.
are
And
better than I think.
no, I don't think so. But then they come back and win this in, resounding fashion, I would say.
Yes.
Um,
Little wind put back in the sails. That was
yes,
good.
exactly. Little wind. Um, yeah, not much to say from this game. I mean, like I said, beginning was scary, and then you kind of blew the doors off them from that point on. And
Yeah.
I thought Keita was great in this
Yeah.
game.
I did too.
Efficient, getting 12 rebounds.
He
I think
actually looked
he's been
like
great all season, I think,
he
honestly.
actually looked like he might be a little bit more of an offensive player. And
Yeah.
then tonight I was like, oh no, it's not gonna be a
I did not watch
you gotta
tonight, so
go
I can't.
back.
Yeah,
You gotta go
I
back
will
and
go
watch
back and
tonight's
watch
game.
that one.
Kind of funny. But anyway,
Um,
yes, he had a good game. But yeah, I think it's hard to um, gauge this game, right? They're just so bad. You know what my notes were? Wizards are bad. That was like the Wizards are bad. So it's hard to really,
yeah,
thank God we won like we did, win back in the sales, but still you got to take it all with a grain of salt. And we were 39% from three, better than 21. So
yep, agreed. Um, yeah, no, I don't have too many notes on this one. I will say I forgot we have not. I guess it's only been 2 weeks, but we've not been doing opponent of the week. I just totally blanked on getting opponent of the weeks. My opponent of the week this week is Alex Sarr. I thought he was really good.
yeah,
Um, I think he was the number one overall pick. It was first couple. Was it him or I think it was. Let's see. Second pick. He was the second pick in the draft. The Hawks had the first one. They took Ricochet. That's right. And then Sarr was second. Um, but he's
He was good.
big, 31
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
And I just thought
8
looked way
rebounds.
more kind of comfortable and than he did and less kind of goofy than he did last year. I thought he was a little kind of more clumsy, bigger guy that was going to be good defensively, but might
Yeah.
struggle offensively. And I thought I thought he really shined for them in what was otherwise kind of a blowout loss. But
Yeah.
um,
Agreed.
and so he's my opponent of the week.
I don't really have one. My
Yeah,
opponent of the
no,
week
it's
would
fine. I didn't.
probably be
We don't have to do them now. You can think about it as we
yeah.
go through the games.
Okay.
But that was my
Okay.
only other Wizards note. All right, so let's get to the game I just watched because I thought it was tonight's game, the first of two Wizards back to back. Sorry, my AirPods just died, so I might need to switch this. Well, you can hear me, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I just can't hear you. Let me see if this works.
Hello.
No, I still can't hear you. All right.
Should I take them off?
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna take this here.
We
Waiting.
like to
Classic Shamrock Talk technical difficulties here.
we like to keep it interesting. We like to,
Ba, ba, ba.
I'll pop.
Let's
I have a cold.
do.
I will pop a Hall's cough drop while we're waiting.
All right, try now.
Hello.
Yes, I gotcha. We're back. We're
Excellent.
back. Okay, the game I watched accidentally today. Technical difficulties all over. I watched the wrong game. I can't figure out the AirPods. It's a mess over here. 123, 110. The Celtics fall to Orlando in the first of two against Orlando. This was the NBA Cup game. You kind of wish we'd win that one, but we did not. And I mean, down the stretch, we just couldn't get a stop. It was just,
No, it's embarrassing.
yeah.
Yeah, it was the
Wendell
ending
Carter's
of it.
going off.
Yes. Yeah. At the end it was and Ben Caro just came in so calm and so smooth.
Yeah.
And he just had a couple of easy drives and it's hard to stop him. It was funny because I was wondering, he's supposed to be their star. And he's so laid back the entire game. I mean,
Yeah.
he gets his
Agreed.
points a little bit, but he doesn't overly shoot. I mean, he shot 10 times the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
10 times the entire game. Only 15 points. But he came in that fourth quarter and he kind of took over. He had a couple drives that
Yep.
easily started catching them up. No problem, very calm. I thought he did a terrific job in the fourth quarter for them. Unfortunately for us, the guy on fire, who was JB, who was super efficient, I thought shot incredibly well last game, was 1 for 5 in the fourth quarter. Everybody, I mean, kind of obviously struggled in the fourth quarter near the end there. But I thought they just calmly, coolly started catching up and did their thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, we both picked this team I think we both had them second. I have your
Yes,
standings
I have
right
them in
here.
second place.
I
And
believe
they
I
have a
did as
lot of
well.
talent.
Um,
They have a lot of talent. I don't think they outplayed us enough to be super dominant in the
agreed.
first and
Yeah,
obviously in the second. I think we were in that game. I think that we played them,
correct.
pretty closely.
Honestly, I would say, even though they beat us in this one, and I guess this is the only one I've watched. I didn't, as I've gone over, I didn't watch tonight. Little underwhelmed, I gotta say.
Yes.
They just don't. They haven't made the kind of step up that I was kind of expecting. And Bane's okay, and scores, but he hasn't made a super difference. I think that I thought just some of their players leveling up and getting Bane. I thought they would kind of make that step to
Yeah.
be one of the top teams in the East. And through this game, I was just not of that same opinion that I was before the season. So we'll see. I
Yeah.
mean, plenty of time. They could get hot.
I
And
will say in the first game, what they did incredibly well, which they started to do this game, but we didn't allow them. I think we played a little bit better defenses. the corner three.
Yes.
They were excellent at driving up the middle and dishing off to that corner three, which
Hmm.
was wide open because we need one. They're very big, so we
I was
came
about to say
to
we
help
really
and double
struggle with their
team
size. Yeah.
and for rebounding. So and then they were hitting the corner threes, and they had it, wide open corner threes. They played it extremely well. That was the one area of their game I thought was outstanding. Was hitting the corner three, and hitting the open man in the corner three, and then they were making the shots. Um, I do think they did that extremely well. But I agree, they have a lot of talent even coming off the bench. I like De Silva. I mean, they
Yeah.
really do. They have a lot of talent. I just don't quite think even their starting five has learned quite how to play together. Um,
Agreed. Yeah. It
a
just
lot
doesn't
of
mesh
isolation,
as
a lot of
as I thought it would.
so it'll be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I thought Desmond Baines was definitely clutch. I guess he hasn't been shooting the three as well. Um, so it'll be interesting. But he's a 40% three 3-point shooter in the past.
Hmm.
So who knows, if he'll get to that this year or whatever. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens to them. But I do think we match up well against them in general anyway. I think for some reason. And I say that perhaps now after seeing tonight's game, we seem to match up a little
Yep.
better. Um, yeah, but that was a bummer. It was a few mistakes. We just weren't hitting our shots. They were hitting their shots. Rebounding, second shot errors. Wendell Carter was very key for them in the fourth quarter as well. Um, so yeah, I think it was Carter that was. But anyway, yeah, that was a bummer. That was
Yep.
I thought a sad loss because it could
Yes.
have been a
Tough.
win.
Yep. All right.
And
Well,
I
let's get
will.
to tonight. The game I didn't see.
I
One
have one
more.
more thing. One more comment on that game. Again, JB had 28 shots. I will say he was extremely efficient and hitting a lot of very good, good footwork, all of that. The problem for me is I think by fourth quarter he's too tired.
Hmm.
Um, and also easy to read defensively. When he goes, he's going to go, and he's 100% going.
Yep.
And today, during this game, they did a much better job covering him. He tried to force it too many times, and I thought they stepped in and stopped him several times, stuffed him. They knew exactly what he was going to do. So he didn't quite have the most dynamic game tonight. Still got some points, still shot well, but had a little more trouble this game. Anyway, now you can go.
Yeah, well, the game I didn't see, Celtics now beat the Magic 111-107 again on the road. And I'll let you go. I didn't see. So what'd you see out there?
So horrific first quarter, very similar to the first game. They started blowing us away. We had 2 timeouts in the first 6 minutes of the game
Hmm.
because they were just on a whirlwind. We missed, they'd go down. We missed, they go down. Or yeah, it was very deja vu in some ways. Then he put the bench in, and Simons came in and shot 3 like there were no, like, lights
Hmm.
out. I mean, you've never seen him. Unbelievable. And again, later they adjusted and they covered him, but he had in the second quarter or in the first half, I don't know how many points, but he had 20 something points. Um,
Yeah, 25. 5 for 8 from 3 final. 8 for 13 overall.
oh, wrong game. That's why. Um, yeah, he was excellent. He saved us. He brought us back
Hmm.
in that first half because it was bad. It was really bad. He came in and shot lights out. And when I say, like, on a dime, like, he was unbelievable. You have to go back and rewatch it. It was very impressive. Um, yeah, 5 for 8. And then second half, they covered him extremely well. So he was shut down. Um, Close game, I think, all the way. Then we pulled away by 10. And again, that was our bench. Our bench was outstanding. Luke Garza, like you've never seen him before. Unbelievable. Like a superstar.
Stepping
He
up.
had a dunk. He was so good. He was so good. Jordan Walsh defensively. Hugo Gonzalez defensively. The bench was outstanding. And without the bench, we would not have won this game. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Peyton
No,
Pritchard,
that's very encouraging.
PP against this team, this game,
It's too
no
small.
good.
Yeah.
He was not good. It was, yeah, yeah.
They're
And I
very
love
physical,
PP.
big, too,
Yeah,
uh,
he was not good.
good defensively. And yeah,
Um,
it's a tough matchup for
D
him.
White had a decent game. I thought he shot a little better. His defense was a little better or whatever, but not outstanding. And same thing, JB was okay. Uh, Even as Scal said, the starters were so. They were okay. The bench was outstanding this game, and they really pushed them. Unfortunately, all the starters came back in, and our 10-point lead suddenly dwindled away as JB was trying to shoot through two people. Finally, they're catching up slowly because Banchero's hitting foul shots. Wagner can't be stopped, and accidentally during a double or triple team, JB turns, has to get rid of the ball because he's stuck. Gives it to Jordan Walsh. Jordan Walsh swings it all the way around to an open D White, and D White swishes a three. And that sort of turned the whole game around. They start. It's almost like suddenly we trusted our other players, and JB wasn't the only one shooting, and momentum just started swinging. And Jordan Walsh, outstanding on defense, was put in place of Pritchard playing, and he was wide open every single time. Because when you're being double and triple teamed, somebody's open. And we, unfortunately, like the Orlando Magic, are not very good at finding that open corner three. We just don't have that in our game right now. And swished his wide open corner three, put us ahead by 5 or 6, and then and there was like a minute left or something like that, and the rest is history. We ended up winning. But it was the bench that really pushed us over the edge for this game. Without them, we would not have won. And it's kind of nice because you could see the tide turning. I think last podcast I talked about confidence, and how I didn't like how Ime and at times Missoula, and as soon as you make a mistake, you're on the bench and
Mm-hmm.
you're fighting for minutes, and your confidence is just not good because you're trying to prove yourself. Not
Yeah.
playing as a team, you are working hard to try and prove yourself. It's almost
Mm-hmm.
like preseason, or you know, I don't know, the last few minutes of a game that you're winning. In the past, the Celtics have been winning, and you throw in your bench, and they're
Yeah.
all just playing like crazy. And that's how I feel they play at times, or have
Mm-hmm.
played at times. And Garza, his confidence just turned around, and he was like a different player today.
Yeah.
Jordan Walsh, like a different player today. So that was really good to see. So it was a great win.
Yep.
Um,
It's gonna be that kind of season.
yeah.
Um, and I mean the Magic are 4-6. They're like below us. Kind of crazy.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Um,
Agree.
just something to note as well. I think last 3 games, all DMPs for Chris Boucher.
Yeah.
Um, looks like he might end up being the odd man out there, especially if Jordan Walsh can, um, earn some quality minutes. Much younger guy.
I don't think Shireman got in today either, did
No,
he?
he did not.
Yeah. Or Tillman. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see sort of what happens to
Yeah,
everybody.
because
And
it's all. I mean, like you
yeah.
said, the guys that step up might,
Yeah.
as the year gets on, the rotation's going to tighten. Especially, I mean, if we're still in contention for something, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
And defense is the big side. I mean, that's
Mm-hmm.
how it led to offense for Jordan Walsh. I mean, he's not put in there for offense. We have enough offense. He's put in there for defense and for rebounds, and he did both. So, yeah, it'll be fun to see. He played 25 minutes tonight. Jordan Walsh did
Well,
in a close game.
yeah,
That's
yep.
pretty impressive. Um, Josh Minot did not play as well. That's it. I guess it's matchups. Like I said, I didn't think Pritchard had the greatest game either. I mean, he had 5 points in 33 minutes. I mean, that's sort of
Mm-hmm.
rare for him. Um, but again, like you said, I think tall and yeah. But anyway, good win. And I think that if they can, build the confidence of these guys coming off the bench, we'll get our fair share.
Yes,
You know,
that would be a huge win for this season if you can just identify a couple guys that are, that
Yeah.
can be in your rotation moving forward.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, Garza was not up there for me. I mean, I
No, agreed.
early on, his
I
reaction
mean, again,
time
I didn't
was,
watch tonight, so
yeah,
nothing I've seen from Garza excites me.
yeah. Oh no, yeah, you got to rewatch tonight because he was like a different person. He was a completely different person and a different person offensively initially for me. So they started trying to feed Kada. And Scal made the comment that we were only going to become an elite team if we could feed Kada off his screen, if he could get out quickly and get in there and we could feed him, which is kind of strange because, he must have heard something from the coaching staff because they tried several times today. They've
Yep.
been trying to work with him and he is athletic, but we're just not, we're not good at feeding him.
No.
And the screens are not great.
No,
I don't know how to
he's still
describe
a
it.
little
It's just,
clumsy out there for sure, but
yeah. So it's definitely offensively a struggle. He's good when you give him a high pass and
you can
he
just
puts
lay
it
it
in and
right in.
dunks it.
Yep.
He is
He
not good. He drove twice.
well, that should never be
He
happening.
got the
I mean,
ball high and he drove up the lane twice. And it's just
yeah.
so awkward.
I
It's
was gonna
not
say
okay.
he does have an okay little low post
Yes.
move, and he can shoot over
Yes.
guys, and
Yes.
he's
Yes.
not totally
He's
unskilled.
good when
But
you get the ball in the air to him near
yes,
the hoop and then he somehow either
yep.
dunks it or off the backboard. But offensively, he's just not all that tricky.
Hmm.
So anyway, Garza just has a little bit more finesse when it comes to offense. He seemed to, I don't know, be a little better with that. But anyway, it was a fun game and fun to see the bench play so well. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. I think the Magic have a lot of talent. I think they have to figure out how to use it. And I think Baines is a tiny bit lost. Still played well tonight. Still had, I mean, we couldn't stop him when he drove, but he's not the superstar. He's not really going to be the superstar because you have, I mean, I will say Franz is playing extremely well. Tonight, you can't stop him inside and he was shooting well outside. So, um, they have two superstars. And then it seems like at the end of the game, it's Banchero's game too. So, where he fits in is going to be an interesting, thing. Suggs played well. Yeah. Yeah. I think they've got a good team. So it'll be interesting to see. So Porzingis, a lot of the Hawks are hurt. I went to go watch the part of the game last night. The Hawks
Yeah.
played the Lakers, and Trey's out. Porzingis is out.
Porzingis is
Yes,
hurt?
but
No,
he was on the injury
no
list.
way.
He
I
didn't
don't
play.
believe it. No, I'm just
Oh,
messing with
I thought you were
you.
giving me a hard time. I'm like, and one other big player was out. I was like, already in game, come on, people.
Yeah, it's a long season. It's a long
Well,
season.
and then for the Lakers, LeBron,
LeBron's been out all
Austin,
year. Yeah.
Austin Reeves out
Oh,
in
really?
the game. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. So it was at the most a mediocre looking game. I'm not gonna
Yes.
lie. And Luca was in there, and it was just kind of like yuck. It was
Yeah.
just not a good game to watch. And I've been watching the Celtics, so you'd think that
Yes.
my bar would not be up there with the
No.
Rocket and the Thunder, and I was just like, this is just not fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah. So anyway, it was kind of funny. And that's my 2 cents.
Yep. No, I have nothing else on the agenda. Yeah,
I
we'll
say
see.
keep working the bench, guys,
Yeah, agreed. Well, that's what you got to do for sure.
and get that dish to the open. I mean, oh, sorry, I do have more to say. One more thing, last thing, I promise.
Whenever you get time. No
Sam
rush.
Hauser shot twice the entire game. Two
Yeah.
times. Like, what is wrong with us? Like,
The
that's what I mean
offense
by
doesn't, it's I wouldn't say it's a well-oiled machine. It's not like they're,
but
Joe's ever
isn't
drawn up
he
really
that
quality
corner
plays.
three guy that you want to dish off to at least a few times to see? 2 times. One of them was a three. That's it. 2 times. How does Sam Hauser shoot 2 times? It's yeah. I don't understand. But anyway, that is something we need to work on. Dishing
Yep.
out corner three, open shots. Yeah,
Agreed.
I don't know. Done.
All right. Well, coming up next, I am bringing up the schedule right now. We've got We're at Philly Tuesday. Um, home for Memphis Wednesday. Home for Clippers Sunday. So 3 games next week. Two Western Conference at home and at Philly. We've already put this is our 3rd game against Philly. Like a month. That's crazy.
I know. I
Um,
was gonna say that. I'm like, I'm so sick of the
it's
Sixers.
some weird scheduling.
Whatever.
Um, but Memphis is going to be interesting. Ja's already
Yeah,
fighting with the coach and the
I know.
organization, and that situation is going to go south, it seems. Um, and
They're
it'll be good to see
crying.
the
You know why
Clippers.
they're crying? They're crying because they got rid of Baines and not John Moran.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's why they're crying. Like,
Um,
why would you ever give up that? Yeah, I don't understand. But anyway,
yeah, I don't get it either.
no.
Um,
And
but we'll
Ja's
see.
drop from
Could
the
be a win.
Golden Boy to now, and he was going
Yeah.
to be the face of the NBA.
Yep. Not not anymore.
No. But yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see. And Clippers, are they healthy? Last time I
It's a
looked,
good
Harden and
question. Let me
Kawhi were out.
see how
I
they've
tried to
been
watch.
doing. Oh
I
boy,
tried to
they've
watch one
lost
of.
4 in a row.
Yeah, because I
Lost to the
tried to watch
Suns
one.
twice. Jesus.
Tried to watch one, and I think their top 3 players were out.
Kawhi gonna miss quote next few games with ankle sprain. He's already
Yeah,
out.
I'm the Clippers. I'm
Um,
like,
yeah, geez. They, I
Harden
guess,
was out, Kawhi was out,
yeah, they're
and
three and
somebody else.
six.
Yeah, somebody else was out.
Not great. I think I had them pretty high in my standings as well. So it's early. We'll see. Plenty
It is
of.
early.
It's early.
That's what
It's
I
early.
said.
Still football
Celtics.
season. Patriots are
Celtics.
rolling. Won
Patriots are
again.
rolling.
I know. If you told me a year ago that the Patriots and Red Sox would have better chances than the Bruins and Celtics, I would have said you're crazy. But
I would have laughed at you.
things turn pretty fast.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, all right. I think that's all I had. Anything else? Any closing arguments?
We got some momentum.
We got a little
Let's use
momentum.
it. We got some
Yes.
confidence on our bench. I say let's roll with it.
Let's roll.
Let's
Well,
roll.
as always, we'll see you next week. Lots to go, lots coming up in the
We'll be
pipeline.
at the Clippers game next
We'll
week.
be at the Clippers game
You and
again.
I.
And we'll
Maybe
report
pod
from there.
after.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, we could do it. All right. Well, that's it. You know the deal. Follow us all platforms at Shamrock Talk Pod on Twitter, at Shamrock Talk on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the places. I'm gonna try to be posted more this week and advertising the episodes and whatnot. But yeah, have a good week and go Celtics. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Happy birthday to me and go Celtics.